Former United States President Franklin D. Roosevelt famously offered this advice for public speakers: be sincere, be brief, be seated. Here are 10 key elements of any successful presentation advice that you can use. Number 1, deliver a message that's believable and sincere. You want to make sure that your audience really believes in you and the message you're delivering. Number 2, speak in a way that's easy to understand. Make your language as simple and colorful as possible. Number 3, clearly explain the benefits of your presentation. If you can't explain the benefits, the audience isn't going to know what to listen to. Number 4, adapt your own personal style to meet the needs of the audience. You might tend to be jokey, but if your audience is a little bit more serious, you're going to need to adapt to them. Number 5, honor the given time limits. If you have 20 minutes to speak, speak for 20 minutes. Don't go over another 10 or 20. That's going to throw the whole program off. Take a tip from the playwright George Bernard Shaw, who once found himself to be the last speaker in an evening where the speakers before him had each gone way over their time. When his turn came, Shaw stood up and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, the subject is not exhausted, but we are," and he sat back down. Number 6, know how to use the technology skillfully. Whether you're using a PowerPoint or a video camera or something else, you want to make sure that your presentation is smooth and not full of technical glitches. As Steve Jobs once said, people who know what they're talking about don't need PowerPoint. You might need PowerPoint, but make sure you know how to use it smoothly. Number 7, have a backup plan in case things go wrong. Prepare for the worst and hope for the best, which means that you need a technical plan and a plan for what happens if the technology should fail. Number 8, prepare thoroughly without memorizing everything. Your goal is rehearsed spontaneity. Excellent presenters speak from notes that remind them of their main points and the sequence of those points. And they know their topic so well and have rehearsed their presentation so thoroughly that the audience often isn't aware that they're using notes at all. Number 9, engage your audience. Don't lecture them. How many of you feel like you spend too much time on your mobile phone? And that's what makes it so effective. Is that clear to everyone? Those are just 2 examples of questions that you can use to get your audience involved. And number 10, move purposefully. You don't want to wander all over. That makes you look nervous, but make sure that you have gestures, you have opportunities to move around and use the space, but do it thoughtfully rather than randomly. And if you apply those 10 tips, you will become a very effective public speaker.